guys. So, questions for Coach?
Overall, you look at Jordan's performance with the illness that he had to fight through. I mean, pretty gallant across the
Yeah, you know, but I think, I don't know if there's anybody in this room that's surprised. I mean, were you? I mean, I really felt like he was better on Sunday. And then he threw up all day yesterday, all day. And he didn't come around. And, showed up and shoot around. He ate a little bit, he didn't eat much. I was trying to get him some rest. But he's one tough dude, man. Not surprised he played the way he played.
Fran, what were you looking to get on those last two possessions, the one where Jordan got the shot blocked and then Isaiah?
Well, we ran a set for him. There's other options. I think he was trying to create some space and get a shot up, and obviously it didn't work out. And then he was trying to draw a foul. We ran a side OB for Isaiah. If you remember, he kind of ran into the ball. It was kind of a goofy play, and that was unfortunate because by the time we got organized, it was like 5-4. I thought he was just going to pull up, and because by the time he sort of gathered himself, then it wasn't even time to call timeout. So it was just unfortunate play for him and for us.
How hard was this for the guys to come that close and work that hard?
Really hard because I think they really fought. I mean, I'm really proud of the fight. I mean, I thought the effort consistently was there. I thought for the most part, the effort's usually there, but it's execution. We only turned it over 8 times against a really good defensive team. 26 assists. We got into the double bonus early in the second half. In the first half, I thought we didn't drive it enough. We moved it, we ran, but we didn't mix it. We mixed it a lot more. We were in the double bonus pretty quickly. And I thought TC was really good. And we tried to change some defenses a little bit because they're a hard team to guard. I mean, they run good stuff. They got you spread out, and they put 5 scorers out there, while picking the action. So they made some big shots.
Talk about Tyler. He was able to get those guys in foul trouble too.
Yeah, he's got the ability to do that. I mean, he's quick, he's powerful, and he was running. I thought his activity level was really good. He's a handful in those situations.
Coach, not taking it away from your team, but were you surprised how poorly Michigan State played defensively?
I didn't really. I'm not really looking at that. We're trying to score. We ran good stuff. We moved the ball. We were open. We ran when we got stops and scored. To me, they played the way they always play.
What about Macy Daly? Being able to hit some of those shots, especially.
Yeah, I thought he was really good in both halves. I mean, he hit a couple big threes in the second half. That's what you remember. But he hit one in the first half. I thought, he handled the ball. He was able to give J-Ball a rest there a little bit. I thought his activity level on defense on the glass was really good. I think he's gaining confidence.
When is Moss at his best? Because it seemed like we saw some of that in the second half.
Yeah, when he's aggressive, Mike. If he's aggressive, moving without it, curl cuts, back cuts, in transition, looking for a shot, that's when he's at his best. And that's what he was doing today.
Why'd you leave him with 3 fouls? You took Bear out when he got his 3rd, but you decided to leave Isaiah. He got 8 points after that.
I think because it happened so quickly, and he got 2. I took him out. I did put him back in, which I don't, as you know, always do. But I felt like he was ready, and he made a nice play to start the half. And I said, I'm just going to leave him. You just go. And like you said, he made 8 more points, and I think that was important for him.
You have a young team. Seemed like they really fed off the crowd tonight. Is that? Did you notice that? And did you think the crowd?
The crowd was fabulous. You never know what when it's snowing or snow is expected, and the game's on ESPN. It's the late game. What's the crowd going to look like? But our fans are amazing. They were phenomenal tonight. We had that one stretch where I kind of rode that one unit for a while, And we were going pretty quick, so that's hard, you know, to get stops and run outs, and then because you gotta move. They're on you. They're physical. That's why they foul a lot, but you know they're physical. That's that wears you down over time. I thought Cordell was great. Really proud of him tonight.
One of your incoming recruits today set the Class 4A record for points, scored 100,000 tonight or something like that. What does it say about him that you've seen him? You know, heck, he was there.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched Joe, since he was in 5th grade, and I've just watched him grow up. Really an amazing, amazing player. Because he's, a lot of times when you think about guys, it's all-time state scoring record. Like, that's a lot of points. You think, he's hunting baskets. He's just going to volume shooter. I mean, he's one of the most efficient guys you'll ever see. I mean, I never saw a guy get 30 on 12 shots like all the time. I mean, he does it all summer. I mean, he does it in the spring. Shoots a high percentage. I mean, the other night he made 8 threes in a game I went to when he had 54. He never hits the rim. I think it's a swish. And then he drives it, moves it. He's really, really an incredibly efficient player. And I'm thrilled for him. He's a terrific young man, great family, worked really hard, and has been a great sort of representative for that town. I went to the game the other night. There was a huge crowd in Muscatine, and he's beloved, and he always gives credit to his teammates. It's impressive.
You lost 3 games, 2-1, but good, 3 good games. What does it take to break through and start doing that finally away from here?
You know what, Mike, it's really not that complicated. I thought our ball movement, our defense, our transition, our rebounding, we didn't turn it over. I mean, all those things combined, we're better tonight. Weren't good enough. Gave up 96. But, that's a really good offensive unit, like I said. I thought we shared it. And that's kind of the way we're capable of playing, I think.
We'll take one more if you got it.
Is tonight a positive for this team, you think, or is it?
Yeah, it's definitely a positive. It's a step to, I think, being an example of what we're capable of doing. We were in a position to win. We put ourselves in a position to win. I'm down on myself that we didn't call the right plays down the stretch. We had a couple opportunities that we thought were going to work, and we had success up until that point. Missed a couple shots, and and they capitalized. Got to give them credit. They made baskets. The 3 that bounced around a little bit, that's always a tough one. When you have one of those, especially when it's by not one of the big scorers, but that kid's a good player. Goins is a good player, so and he raised up and shot it.
Okay, thanks, Coach.